Hey guys, welcome to our 263 Chat NewsFlash, podcast. And I am your host today, Rachel. And I am joined by our special guest. By the title of the video, you guys already know what we're going to be talking about. We have the amazing, smart, intelligent Mbongeni Ngwenya. I feel like I'm saying your name wrong. Can you say it for me, please?
Mbongeni Ngwenya.
Oh yeah, you heard it from the horse mouth. So tell me, how did you find this? How are you feeling today, right now? How are you feeling?
I'm actually happy.
Happy, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
From where you're coming from, UZ right now, right?
I'm coming from UZ.
So yeah, that much of a boffin, I see.
Yeah, maybe. I should say maybe people think like that, but I'm actually one of the people, and I'm not that extremely smart or something like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But by you taking an A-level exam, I feel like you're extremely smart.
Maybe you can say that.
That's what we think is Zimbabwe. I mean, guys, comment in the section below. What do you think? I think he's really smart. He's just trying to downplay the fact that he's such a smart person, and So how did you get here? Did you experience any transport issues getting here?
No, there were not transport challenges.
Oh.
Particularly for today, I should say, because these days, or maybe I was lucky because I had to come here.
Yeah.
But for other days, usually we experienced transport challenges, yes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So let's just get right into it. I just want to ask you a couple of questions, and then we just have this conversation about why you took the A-level exam. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, okay. So I think I had two reasons, or maybe I should say two groups of reasons, because
Okay.
I can just say maybe some few points there.
Yeah.
The first one, as I've said, I think was to take a practical inquiry, I think I should say, into the situation or the educational system that we have in Zimbabwe. From what I heard, or the kids that I was seeing, especially last year, 2020 and 2021, many kids were complaining, some were facing hardships, and then they were saying a lot of things concerning their schooling.
Yeah.
And so I thought maybe I had to look on and know what exactly is the problem. And then that's why I started to consider writing. Then the other issue was I had personal interests. When I went to A-level previously, I didn't study sciences, so I had other personal interests on sciences. Though maybe I should say the personal interest couldn't be served by really writing, because what I needed was knowledge and skills in those areas. But maybe combining the two, my personal interests and what I wanted to do and what I was interested in, and then and the inquiry that I wanted to make, and then I decided to write.
Oh yeah, so you actually decided to be the sacrificial lamb, if that's the thing. Is that it?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Say that.
Yeah. So when you took the exam, right? So you experienced the whole writing Yamakala and all that stuff. How did you take that? How did you manage to handle that pressure?
Yeah, it was actually some straining period. Yeah. But what I would do is I would maybe part of the period I was an intern somewhere at a certain law firm in Bulawayo, Masamve and Da Silva law chambers. So I would maybe find some time, go there and work on my colors and submit them, and then it was training. And then the other thing was, at the same time I had school.
Yes, you'd use it.
And I remember my last exam. It was on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
That was a biology exam. And when I finished it, I had an exam. It was convincing exam.
Wow.
To use it Friday. So that was kind of the pressure that I was in. Of course, some are thinking maybe I'm not. I have a lot of time. I saw some of the comments. People were saying I have a lot of time. But actually, it's not exactly that. I faced some pressure and some strain also.
Yeah, so having to write those colors in all, because young people actually in Varkoma O level and A level, they're really experiencing Nyaye Makala and stuff. Can you safely say Kuti Makala is sort of like research at Itako College, or it's different?
Maybe I think it's not exactly like that. It's not in terms of quality and in terms of how it is done. I think I can't say it reaches that standard. Especially last year, from what I observed, many kids were not at school for some time, right? And then them being not in school for that time, they went after the lockdown eased, and there were also some economic challenges that the teachers were that caused the teachers to be reluctant, or maybe to sort of maybe drag.
Yes.
I think.
Did you do like online when you were also doing those colors? Maita photo online as well.
My colors, they were not.
They were not online.
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe I was like saying. So it wasn't like that. So it wasn't like research.
Okay.
And the time that was there, people were hurrying things. And when they opened, I think it was 3 weeks, and then people would just hurry those colors in some cases, and then they would pass. Looking for places in colleges, and then they'll start perusing the application form, and then they wake up, they see some of the courses there are the cutoff point is too high for them, and then that's where they start seeing things. So for me, yes, I did understand a lot of things better than them.
25 points. That's like a lot. To a young person who's in O level, A level, they will just start to panic. 25 points, that's the chora, you know, that kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
So like for someone who got 25 points, which I say with these like results, like what are you going to do with them?
I should say that I'm interested in law. That's why I'm studying law. Yeah, so I'm sure, or what my plans is that I have to be a lawyer.
Yes.
And I have to practice law. That's what I'm doing. And I've actually started maybe, but I'm not yet a qualified lawyer, but still I'm there. And so I will have to continue that line. And then secondly, I think with what I've gotten many kids contacting me, right, and asking, and some are saying I'm motivated to, I was about to quit, and some who would be, let's say, out there, they failed, they would say I'm now motivated to start again, or to take up my, let's say, maths. Many failed maths, so they will be saying that. So maybe on that line I have the opportunity to interact with such students, and then
so that's a good thing. So you're going
that's
to
a
be
good
like
thing.
the pathway for them, to assist them, because in Zimbabwe I feel like we kind of lack on that area. Yakubatsirwa on career paths after high school, college. You end up seeing people just doing Zizo and stuff. But I want to believe that our education system is a bit rigid. You know, when it comes to Nyaidzo, it's not really fluid. It's sort of like, oh, you're going to do medicine, you're going to do this
exactly.
So speaking of that, when you chose your combination, right? Did you choose it yourself, or maybe it was kind of like it's something that you wanted to do before you wanted to do law, and you're like, no, let me choose biology and this.
When
was it like you trying to push yourself, your brain juice, at that level, or what?
I say that I had some interesting, like, personal reasons and inquiry, and even that could be part of the reasons. I can't deny that one. to see really what I can do, especially if I wanted to, like, to see, so like how it is it, so that forms a part. To say, let me see whether this thing is doable or not.
I'm really glad that you're now part 4.
Yes,
and
I'm
almost in your finals for your law. And how is the degree for law? How has it been treating you for the past years?
I think it has been ups and downs. So there are times where things would not be going very, very well, and then there will be other times that way, well, you would be fine. I think I can't complain that much. I've done my what I could do, let's say, in the circumstances that I've tried to be maybe involved in some of the faculty activities. Let's say in mooting, I've done mooting a number of times, and it has been interesting to me, and I can't complain with my performance. It's fine. So it is ups and downs, but it's interesting. So whether it was a challenging time or whether it was a good time, I think my degree has been interesting, and I'm actually interested in it, so I don't regret coming to law school.
Yeah, it's all about not regretting what you like to do.
Yes.
But thank you very much for coming today and having this conversation with us, and we really wish you well, and we cannot wait for you to graduate. I know. Is it dissertation time yet? No?
Yes, it's dissertation time now.
So best wishes with that. And I know it's something that's very taking up your toll.
Yeah.
But I believe in you. If you have like 25 points, I know you'll get a distinction. Most probably you get a distinction. Most probably you get a distinction. So thank you very much for coming through. Do we have any socials that we can follow you on? Maybe for others who want to reach out and try to understand more.
Facebook. My Facebook.
I think you can say it to the screen if you
want. Alright, my Facebook account is Mbongeni Ngwenya, just like that, Mbongeni Ngwenya. And maybe people can get through my mobile number is 0782002331, and it's also my WhatsApp number.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for watching, and do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay.
And see you in the next one. Bye. Step in Zimbabwe.
Sorry. Maybe.
Okay, it's fine.
Now, so I start with the other points.
It's fine.
All right. So maybe I should. Maybe you can. All right. So. My take on the education system in Zimbabwe, I should say I have not many complaints on the content. I think it's fine. I saw some people were thinking that the content is no longer hard than before. I don't think it's that way. But the problem was with the implementation, especially when it comes to these new elements that were added, the colors. There is a problem with implementation. I think that has to be looked at, and maybe it's subject to a progressive realization, but I think they have to look at in that. And then the other thing was especially with sciences in the rural areas, I think from what I saw, there were a few competent science teachers from what I observed. I actually have an experience where I was where some of the teachers from the rural areas would come and say, can I have some notes, or what's your take on this thing? That's it. So maybe they are trying to sort out. I think the government would look at that, and then also it is affected by our economic situation and the pandemic. I think these issues are already in the public, so everyone is seeing that the pandemic and
the new curriculum.
Is okay. And then I also mentioned that with the introduction of colors, there was a challenge with private candidates. I was registered as a private candidate, but there were a lot of challenges. I don't know how that is going to be treated this year, but for last year, what happened is it was not clear whether it was you were a private candidate or not. So you would pay the ordinary registration fee and the exam fee per subject, and then you would pay a fee for being part of the school. And then some of the teachers also would want their own maybe fee. For
taking those extra classes.
For taking all that on those. So it was a challenge, and I think this time the kids have started their own colors. So by the time maybe ZIMSEC announces the fee, and the private candidates would have to start rushing again, and then they would start to have to catch up. So I don't know how then that has to be or what they are thinking about it. And And that's it. So these are some of the things that I can say.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, it's my sisters also faced the same issue.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.